Hey, welcome in everyone to episode number 7 of the Booth Talk podcast with Connor Larson and Trevor Tanner. And welcome in to another episode. We got an exciting one for you today. We're going to be doing some picks, a lot of picks today. We're going to go through NFL Super Wildcard weekend, and me and Trevor are going to give our game picks for each of these matchups on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're also going to go through college football playoff semifinals, 2 games left, 4 teams. We're going to pick those games as well. And then we're going to talk about these new NFL head coaching openings. We talked about that last pod, kind of predicting who was going to be fired. And we got a lot of them right. And there was also a big surprise yesterday, which we'll talk about. We'll go through. I think we might also rank these jobs. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at booth_talk_ link in the description. Tons of good content and more content coming out over there. That's also just exclusively on Instagram. We will have a playoff prediction bracket for the both of us coming out there in the next few days. So stay tuned for that. Good to see you, my boy. How you doing?
Doing great, man. We're almost there. It's Thursday tomorrow, bro. It's,
I
it's a
know
start.
the what is it? The 5-day trifecta, or I don't know, that's the wrong word, but the 5-day legendary sports football tree
Yeah.
begins tomorrow. I'm pretty excited for that.
Yes, dude. Let's get it.
So we'll start out with these head coach openings. So last pod we kind of predicted, or we at least gave thoughts like, okay, maybe this guy's going to get fired, or will these people get fired? And the big one, which we'll start out with, is the Ravens and John Harbaugh are done. After 18 seasons in Baltimore, he's been fired as the head coach of the Ravens. And it was a shocker. It was a shocker. I remember earlier, maybe a couple episodes ago, I think you asked me about Mike Tomlin. And it's kind of been the same thing, in my opinion, for John Harbaugh. I didn't think he'd ever get fired. I thought he'd leave on his own accord. But by all reports, he got fired. He wanted to stay. The organization went in a different direction. And this was a shocker. Obviously, if you're following us on Instagram, you saw Trevor's reaction to it yesterday. Dude, how shocked were you about this decision?
Dude, I did not see this coming. I mean, the Ravens are always like one of the top teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't believe it. I thought I was being pranked. I saw it on Twitter first, and I thought it was like one of those like fake accounts.
Yeah.
And then I saw it was like JPA football, and I was like, dude, what? Like, there's no way. So, Tyler Loop better watch out. John Harbaugh might come for him, dude. But dude, this is wild. I mean, and he's easily now the top coaching candidate out there,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he didn't get fired. I don't know why he got fired, but he didn't get fired because they had a terrible season. Like, they were a field goal away from winning the division and playing this weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he's gonna end up. I'm curious on what you think. I know what you want. I know what you want to happen, but I'm
Yeah.
curious what you think on where he's gonna go.
Well, first, I saw a meme today. It was the field goal from the Steelers Ravens game.
Hmm.
On the 2 missed sides, it's Harbaugh getting fired, and in the middle, between the uprights, is Mike Tomlin getting fired. And that seems like
Dang.
what happened, bro. Like, if they make the kick, maybe this is Mike Tomlin we're talking about. But the fact that they missed it, and a lot of people have, talked about, oh, well, it's all these playoff collapses over the years. They haven't won anything really since that Super Bowl. I know they won some playoff games, but I mean, they have 2-time MVP quarterback, and they haven't won anything in the playoffs. He's still a great coach. And as you mentioned, and as has been reported, like, he's the top guy right now. Like, can pick any job he wants. I think Schefter said yesterday that 45 minutes to an hour after he got fired, he already had 7 teams reach out to him. There's
That's up to
7
nine.
teams. Yeah, there's 7 teams that fired their coach, one of them being the Ravens. So there's
Yeah.
3, 4, who knows however many teams that currently have coaches that have inquired about him. That's how good of a head coach he is. You mentioned, where I want him. And as soon as this happened, I was like, bro, the Raiders, Tom Brady, you need to just give this guy the blankest check and say, fill it out however you want, however much you want, you got it. Because this guy can change a franchise wherever he goes. And I know the Giants are up there too. I want him. I want him in Vegas.
Yeah, no doubt the Raiders would be scary. Like they had the first overall pick. If they get Harbaugh, like already like you're filling two big gaps in your team. I mean, arguably like the two most important things you need to fill are quarterback and head coach.
Yep.
Depending on who you guys get, how he pans out obviously it doesn't really matter who you get right now. How he pans out, that's like two big things you need.
Yeah.
We have enough Harbaughs in the AFC West. We're good with Jim. We don't need John in there. All right, let's get him out of there. We don't need him there.
Hey, that'd be
Go.
cool seeing him 2 times a year.
Yeah, that'd be so cool, dude. That'd be so fun. No, I mean like from an unbiased opinion, that would be cool. You
Yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah,
but like, dude, you think about if John Harbaugh goes to the Raiders, the AFC West coaches are stacked, bro.
yeah. And they already
Like,
are. Yeah. You just add
yeah, I
another guy.
mean, you got Jim, John if he goes, Andy Reid, who's like top five, top three head coach of all time,
Yeah,
arguably,
yeah.
you know, and Sean Payton, probably the worst head coach in that division if he goes. Um, in my opinion, again,
Okay,
product of Drew
that's you.
Brees. That's
That's
what
all
I
you.
think.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but dude, this is wild. I'm so curious on where he's gonna go because he's gonna get the pick. Like it's
yeah,
not gonna be like he has one or two offers. Like every team's gonna offer him. People are talking to him, and they still have a coach right now.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I want to know who those teams are. Is it the
Yeah,
Bucks? Are they toying with the idea now? Because that'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
Is it a team currently in the playoffs that's like if we get booted in the first round, we're gonna fire our coach? I don't know.
Hmm. I mean, I've heard that too. I've heard, like, let's say the Bills lose to the Jaguars. People are like, maybe Sean McDermott gets canned. I don't
That'd
really
be
know about
crazy.
that,
Yeah,
but I mean, Harbaugh is a replacement that would be a great mix with Josh Allen.
but you're banking that you get Harbaugh.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
have you
guarantee.
have to know when you
Yeah,
do that.
but then is that tampering? Like, you know,
Well, he's a
is that
free agent.
tampering?
He's a
I
free agent.
guess. I guess. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, I'm really
This is
interested to
sad.
see what happens. Obviously, it's gonna take some time. You gotta follow certain rules about interview processes and all that, but yeah, Harbaugh is up at the top of the list. I mean, previously, like 2 days ago, it was Kevin Stefanski, as we'll mention. He is another head coach who got fired from the Browns, 2-time coach of the year. He was kind of like, "Oh, this is a guy, top guy probably right now in this cycle," and he already had an interview, I believe, with the Giants, and then Harbaugh gets fired, and now it's, shoot, Stefanski's the number 2 guy. Um, I'll run through the rest of the list. So the Ravens and the Browns, we already knew the Titans and the Giants, and then Arizona, the Raiders and the Falcons, all fired their head coaches as well. I guess if I was to pose a question to you, if you were to take any of these 7 available jobs, which
Mhm.
one would you, want to go to first?
I mean, shoot. Like I feel like the Ravens are the easy choice because they're the
Yeah,
best team, right?
100%.
And they just battled injuries all year. That's why they're not in the playoffs. But if we're taking them out, like let's say I'm John Harbaugh, I have these six teams to choose from.
Yeah,
Um, Shoot, dude, it'd probably be the Raiders. But I really like New York. I
yeah,
really like Jackson Dart. Is really
mhm,
what I'm trying to say. And I feel like he could finally change the culture. And you're going into to a division that's not all that great.
yeah,
It can be great, but like Washington battled injuries with Jaden Daniels. The Cowboys are the Cowboys, and then the Eagles have been struggling this year. So I don't know. We'll see. But have you heard rumors about John Gruden potentially coming back?
I've
I
heard
want
a
to
little
see
bit of
that.
that. Yeah, I've heard that for a while. I don't know, do we need a like, he's good, but do we need a 3rd run in Vegas? The Raiders? I don't really think so. I mean,
I don't think you go back to the Raiders.
no. Plus, he's already he would be doing his 10-year deal right now if we didn't fire him 4 years ago or whatever, for some NFL BS that was totally planted in by the league.
Hmm.
Not on him. Um, yeah, I think the Giants, low key. I mean, okay, obviously besides the Ravens, because like
Hmm.
the Ravens are you have the best quarterback and the best team out of all these available spots to go to. The Giants, though, I'm with you on that one. I think they're probably the second best fit because you have a guy who is going to be your quarterback. You have a wide receiver, you have a running back, you have a great left tackle, Andrew Thomas. You got good pieces on defense. So you have basically most of the building blocks to be a good team. And you're going to have, I believe it's the fourth pick or something like that in the draft. Like you have a top pick in the draft to go out there and add another player.
Yeah, and I mean they got some pieces they could potentially trade as well. Like if they want to trade like a Brian Burns,
Yeah.
or so. I'm not saying he's up, but just putting it out there, like they have a lot to work with out there.
Oh, yeah.
And like, dude, that's a team I like to see Gruden go to, because like I saw he worked with Dart in that QB camp on his YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be a really fun duo, dude. Him,
It would.
him and Cam Scatterboo too. They have like the same personality, bro. Like that'd be pretty sick. See some
Yeah, that
pep
would be
guns on the
crazy.
sideline. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like to see that. That's like my dream scenario right there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, what do you think is the worst situation?
Um, dude, Tennessee's just a dumpster fire. I mean,
I mean, I think
outside of Cam,
the only good thing about them is they have Cam Ward.
yeah, like outside of Cam Ward, like what do they have? You
Yeah.
know, um, another one that isn't appealing would probably be the Cardinals.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Same, like the pieces, you don't know who you're gonna have at quarterback. They don't have a high enough pick, and also just like your division, like it's loaded. You're going against the 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks, who are all in the playoffs right now.
Mhm.
So you're gonna be really starting at the bottom. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
face these teams 6 times a year. It's gonna be really hard to get to where you need to be able to make the playoffs. And you could be a good coach, but like we gotta face these guys 6 times a year. Like that's a tough matchup.
Yeah, yeah, I think the Cardinals, alongside the Titans, I think the Titans are obviously better because you have a quarterback, but you have
Yeah.
nothing else. And then the Cardinals, it's like, okay, we have Trey McBride, we have, Marvin Harrison Jr., if we can unlock him, Michael Wilson, and then what are we doing with Kyler Murray? We have the 3rd pick, but is there I don't even know there's not a quarterback worth the 3rd pick if, Mendoza and Moore go 1-2. There's not a 3rd guy that's worth going that high. Um, yeah, I'm with you on the Cardinals too, and like you said, that division, dude, you don't wanna play those guys right now. You don't wanna play those 3 other teams twice a year. Like, that's tough. That is really, really tough.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to go in there. Like
No.
and those are like top head coaches too. I mean, you got Shanahan, McVay, and what's his name? McDonald?
Yeah, Mike
McDonald.
McDonald, yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude, that's tough. And like the Rams are a strong squad. They're gonna be strong for a while, depending on who comes in after Stafford. Which who knows when that dude's gonna retire because he's balling
He's
right now.
balling.
So
Yeah.
he's got another like 4 years at this rate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think Tennessee and Arizona are probably the two like worst case scenarios for these coaches. An interesting one is Cleveland, which is everything that's going on, or really what went on this season.
Mhm.
Who's gonna go there? I've heard like Mike McCarthy, just as he has the
Mhm.
experience. Not a Mike McCarthy fan personally. I don't think that would be a very good fit. I get it, but I don't know.
I've heard him for the Titans and the Giants, both of those 2 teams for McCarthy also. Um, I mean, he's an established coach. He's won a Super Bowl back in the day with Aaron Rodgers. There's some interesting guys, names being floated around. I mean, Kevin Stefanski, Harbaugh, McCarthy, as we mentioned, Vance Joseph, Broncos D coordinator, Brian Flores,
Hmm.
Brian Dable, Robert Saleh, Clint Kubiak. I'll tell you, from my perspective as a Raiders fan, if it's not John Harbaugh, I want Brian Flores.
Yeah, I like
S-
that.
some of my buddies have said that he's not a good coach because of what he did in Miami. That's just a bad take in my. I mean, Miami was not a good football team when he was there, and he didn't even want Tua. He might be right about that. And then he goes to Minnesota, and they're like the best defense, one of the best defenses in football. He turned that defense around.
Yeah, and with an offense that was just giving the ball away, and they were still able to hold the other team with the team that had nothing to play for.
Yeah.
Like your star player is upset, and the defense is still going out there and balling out with not anyone like too crazy either. It's not like
Mhm.
they're like stacked on defense. They're solid, but
Yeah.
like they got 85-year-old Harrison Smith out there, and like he was looking good. So I
Yeah.
I, I would like Brian Flores though. He's solid. I would like him.
Yeah. I mean, there's who knows, and obviously the next few weeks will decide. Like we'll figure out who's going to interview where and who's getting like second and third opportunities. But from now, it seems like the 7 teams that have fired their coaches are going to remain these 7, and we'll see. I guess after this weekend, maybe you know, maybe the Steelers, maybe the Bills, maybe the Packers. I don't really know if any of that's likely, but that is still a possibility. So now let's move on to some fun. It is wild card weekend, beginning on Saturday and then into Sunday and culminating on Monday night. We have 6 games, and man, I'm excited for these games. We'll start in order. We'll start on Saturday. We'll start with the Los Angeles Rams, the number 5 seed against the number 4 NFC South champions, Carolina Panthers. Rams favored by 10.5 points on the road against Carolina. You can kind of take this however you want. You can give me a pick right now. You can build it up either side, however you would like to talk about this game.
I think the Rams they struggled these last couple weeks,
Yeah.
but Carolina is not a good football team. I don't care what happened earlier in the year. They are gonna get mollywopped on Saturday. Like this is gonna be the worst game of the slate. Like if I had to give a prediction, it's gonna be like at least a two-score lead going in a half.
Wow.
I'm gonna say like Carolina doesn't score more than 14 points this game.
Dang.
Like, dude, I'm picking the Rams. Like, this is the easiest game to pick, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay.
10.5 point spread, I'm taking that, no doubt.
Shoot, I mean, I'm with you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think the Rams should win this game uh, fairly easily. Look, yeah, they've been not great the past couple of weeks. They've been really missing, in my opinion, Devontae Adams. The defense has kind of taken a slight step back the past couple of weeks as well in terms of their effectiveness on that end of the field. But they have one of the best coaches in this playoff bracket in Sean McVay. Uh, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's been in the playoffs majority of his time with the Rams. You got the MVP in Matthew Stafford, Puka, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum. That defense, if they elevate themselves to where they were earlier in this season, Carolina, they have to play perfect football to beat the Rams. And frankly, we haven't seen Bryce Young be perfect this season at any point. And do they really have the weaponry on the offensive end to match the scoring that the Rams should be able to put up against them on Saturday? So I'm with you on the Rams over the Panthers. I don't really think if this was the Buccaneers, I would pick the Rams too. I don't really think whichever team the Rams ended up playing was going to make an impact on my decision.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks put up a better fight. You would
Sure.
think. You would think at least. I mean, they didn't play good this season.
Yeah.
They should have had that division wrapped up. I mean, that was
Yeah.
a disappointing year. How Todd Bowles still has a job, I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's Rams. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
Bro, Todd Bowles said the other day that he earned his right to stay. I
You
was
guys
like,
went
what?
8-9.
I was like, what'd you earn? Cancun
Yeah.
trip?
You
Like,
guys have one of the best rosters in the league. What did you earn?
yeah, you
Like,
collapsed.
Yeah, you literally the NFC South was handed to you,
Yeah.
and you slapped it out, and you let Bryce Young take it.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know about those comments, but all right. So we're both on the Rams. The next game on Saturday is the third time we'll see these two teams play this year in one of the classic rivalries of the NFL. It is the 9-7-1 Packers against the Chicago Bears, who are the 2 seed. And the Packers are favored by 1.5 points on the road in Chicago. Who do you got in this game, and why do you like them?
I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with Chicago. I don't really like what Green Bay showed towards the end of the year. I know like Jordan Love was hurt and all that, but like Parsons is out. I know Jacobs is kind of banged up. Love is banged up. I just didn't see enough from them. I love this offense under Ben Johnson with Chicago. Caleb Williams took a huge leap. I'm gonna take Chicago to beat them, and this dude, Chicago might be burned down on Saturday. Like they're going to explode.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I mean, especially if they win. I mean, if they lose, they'll probably explode too. This is a tough one. To be honest, I heard some people talking about how the Bears are going to really struggle against the Packers, saying that besides the turnovers, the Bears defense is atrocious. Uh, the offense, like Caleb Williams, hasn't done enough. They have an explosive run game. They have the weapons to be great. Um, and for a second, I was going to pick the Packers, but then you lose your last 4 games of the season. Like you mentioned, Jordan Love kind of banged up. Um, what are we going to see out of the Packers? I don't know. I think the Bears are going to show up, and I don't know if Caleb Williams is going to have the greatest game in the world. He might not, especially last time these two teams played when they went to overtime. Like Caleb didn't turn it up till later in that game, but he showed up at the right time, and I believe in this Bears team. I don't think they're first round exits. All right, I'm standing on that. They are not getting wiped in the first round, so I'm with you as well on picking the Bears.
Let's do it.
So 2 for 2, or we both got the same opening picks. Dude, imagine we picked the same exact slate. That would be crazy.
I think we're gonna have at least 2 or 3 games we don't agree on.
I think so. I mean, pre-show I was saying, this one of these picks is really easy, and you're like, oh, really? You think that's easy?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so before we get to that one, we got the Bills and the Jags. I said last episode this is my most anticipated game of the weekend. I think this is going to be the best game between two of the best teams. And the Bills are favored in Jacksonville by 1.5 points to win this football game. Uh, who do you have winning this game?
Dude, this is so hard.
I know.
Like,
I
this
know.
is tough.
It
The
is.
Jags have been so good. Like, they look so good. And I know there are a lot of people Super Bowl pick. And like I can't even like discredit that because they've been probably the strongest team, one at least one of the strongest teams, like the last half of the season.
Yeah.
But like it's the Bills, man. It's Josh Allen. Like, ah, this is so hard.
It
I,
is.
I'm a I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with the quarterback that's more experienced in the playoffs. You know, he's not gonna have a tough environment to go into, so I don't think that's gonna be a factor. I think, dude, this is so hard.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I said on Monday's pod, I think this can be a high scoring game, like
Hmm.
really high scoring. But I think the Bills like will have like a game winning drive to end it, and they'll win and move on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough game. It's crazy that this is a first round matchup, and one of these two teams has to already be done. Like, shoot, can this be the AFC Championship game? Like, please.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick against Josh Allen, right? I mean, Josh Allen, reigning league MVP, the guy that's been there, done that in the postseason, and he has a wide open opportunity right now with no Mahomes, no Lamar, uh, no Burrow to go out there and and take this team to the Super Bowl and represent the AFC and cement his legacy in the postseason. But Jacksonville has a culture that is insane. Their locker room videos, undefeated. Trevor Lawrence with a girl, I could get behind that. Give me the Jags. The Jags to the Super Bowl. Take them all the way. This is the best team in the AFC. The past, I don't even, maybe 6 weeks of the year, they have just been playing elite football. Trevor Lawrence looks like that guy. Their defense is good. I think it will be a high-scoring game. Their defense might slip up a little bit, especially against Josh Allen. But man, the Jags are too hot for me to pick against right now, which is hard when they're going against a great quarterback in Josh Allen.
I had a feeling you were gonna pick Jacksonville, and dude, I don't blame you. Like, this is
It's
a tough game. Like, it could go either way, and I'm not gonna be surprised with who wins. Um, as long as it's a close game, that's what I'm predicting is a close game. I don't
yeah,
think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a one-score game. Like, I'll be shocked if like one of these teams just like shits the bed. Like,
yeah. No, it
that's all
really
I'll be
would.
surprised about. But if there was a team that were to do that, I feel like it would be Buffalo. Like, they've had a couple
Mm,
games like in New England where they started out really slow. And I think like against Jacksonville, if they start out slow, like they're not gonna be able to catch up. Like Jacksonville's too good of a team.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
they've been
still
putting points
taking
on the
Buffalo.
board. Yeah.
Yeah, like crazy, bro. Like my goodness.
Yeah, they don't take their foot off the gas. Like last week, granted, week 18 against the worst team in the Titans, but like they were still running their starters out there in the third quarter, just putting stat pad in basically. Uh, and also, give me Cam Little to hit from anywhere on the field.
Yeah, I think the Jags having Cam Little is a huge advantage because
Hmm.
like you could be stopped at around midfield. Like every other team's gonna punt or like think about going for it. They could just trot Cam Little out there
Yeah.
and take three. Like there's a good chance he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like he just hit from 67 last week. Like he can do it, and it had distance on it too. Like
Yeah. He
that
had a
was
couple more
crazy.
yards than him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he just snuck it in. Like he booted that thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is, like I said, and like we both said, like this is going to be a great game. These are two of the best teams in the AFC, and I could see it go either way. Like I could see Josh Allen and the Bills dominate. You know, maybe not by a blowout, but like physically control the rest the whole game and go out there and and win and make a statement. And then I can see Jacksonville doing the same thing with the way that they have been playing this season. We'll move on to the next one. Eagles at, or sorry, Niners at Eagles. Eagles, the favorites, 4.5 points at home. This is another game that feels like one of those kind of toss up games, I guess you could say, and another great game this weekend.
Yeah. You were saying this game was easy to pick,
Yeah.
and if I heard you correctly, we're gonna disagree on this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I heard you, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in this Eagles offense.
Okay.
From what they've shown, I don't think that they can put up points against the Niners. Even though like the Niners defense has been a little shaky sometimes, like against
Yeah.
the Bill or not the Bills, sorry, the Bears, even against like Carolina, even though like Brock Purdy didn't play that good that game. If Brock Purdy can just limit the turnovers, if he can just protect the ball, he doesn't have to go out there and throw for 300 yards. Like he doesn't have to play great. He just has to be a game manager, which I know people don't want to hear, but that's all he has to be in this game.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
can just feed the ball to Christian McCaffrey, dink and dunk down the field, hit George Kittle, Pearsall, Jennings every now and then, I think they can be able to manage this game and just run Philly out of town. So I'm going to take the 49ers over the Eagles in the upset.
Yeah. I might have spoken too soon when I said that pre show that this was a toss up, or not a toss up, an easy game to pick. Um, because the Niners are a really good team. Their offense, despite the injuries this season that they've sustained between the quarterback and then the defense, obviously, George Kittle missing time, but with McCaffrey, like he's been incredible. And Brock Purdy, and the offense has been rolling the past couple of weeks. They got shut down by Seattle. That's the best defense in football. Uh, but the past couple of weeks and like through the whole season, like despite whether it's Purdy or Jones or whatever guy is out and who the backup or the replacement is, like they have met the expectation. They have rise to the occasion and gone out there and won games. And heck, I mean, they could be the 1 seed right now if they won last week. They put themselves in a great position. They're going against a great team. And yeah, their season has been a little weird, and their offense hasn't been as great as it was last year, and that's for sure. But they are the reigning Super Bowl champions. It's at home in Philly. Uh, Look, I think this Eagles team, their defense has leveled up the past couple of weeks. They are one of the best units defensively in football, and top to bottom. I mean, that front seven, that secondary, like it's a great group. I trust the Eagles right now. I think their star power will rise up. You know, it's going to come down to Jalen Hurts. Is he going to play like he did last year? Are they going to be able to run the ball with Saquon effectively? Is he going to find AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, uh, a couple times in the end zone? Uh, I think this defense maybe gets a turnover on Purdy, uh, and they win this game at home. So give me the Eagles over the Niners.
I think the Eagles are really gonna have to rely on their defense, bro. Like their offense is not gonna win in this game. No shot. Like the Eagles have a really solid defense. So if they win this game, it's gonna be because of that side of the ball, not because Jalen Hurts balled out. I'm
Mm.
I'm taking Brock Purdy over Jalen Hurts personally.
I mean, that's not ridiculous.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is all that, but you know,
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know, what was it, top 5 conversations after he won the Super Bowl? That might have been a little crazy, but
yeah. I mean, he played good. I
he
mean,
he
there's
played
no
really good.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played great. I mean,
I
like,
mean, even that Super Bowl when they lost to Kansas City, he was, like, the best player on the field.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Like, if they won that game, he would have been the MVP.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, this is gonna be a good game. It really is. I could see the Niners winning it, but I'm gonna ride it out with Philly, despite, their struggles offensively this season. This one is gonna be a good one. Sunday, Chargers at the Patriots. Your Bolts going to New England, a place that they know all too well. A lot of experience there between those two teams. Different quarterbacks back in the day, but this is a new birth in an old rivalry. I know who you're going to pick, but let's hear a little bit of the why.
Okay.
And what worries do you have, if any, about the Patriots?
Not so much the Patriots. It's just can we have a stable offensive line? That's it.
Mm,
The reason I feel more confident and why I was so fine with resting the starters and losing, pretty much handing the Broncos the 1 seed, was being able to face the Patriots. Why? Because their defensive line is not that great. So I
mm,
think we have a better matchup between the worst offensive line in the league and just a decent defensive line of the Patriots. Um, I saw an interview or a post practice press conference with Drake May saying he's never met Justin Herbert. We put up 40 on y'all last year, so you definitely met Justin Herbert. You know exactly who he is. All right. He owns New England right now. All right. So just want to put that out there, Drake May. Um, and your ride ends right here. All right. I think this defense, we're gonna be the best team that the Patriots have faced all year long. Okay. I think the defense is gonna really step up. Like that's gonna be like the focal point of the game. And then hopefully Hampton plays, but if not, Vidal, that's a great 1-2 punch. And I think Herbert, he's not gonna have a stat game. Like it's not gonna be like he's gonna air it out. I'm not.
hmm
Just please, 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 no interceptions. That's all I ask for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not have a repeat, please. Dude, I just want Herbert to win a playoff game. Please. I'm tired of hearing it. That's all I want. Dude, I'm so excited for this game. Like, I was like screaming in the house yesterday, like, we're going to the bowl, let's go. Like, come on. Like, dude, I'm so excited. But yeah, I think the defense is gonna step up. That's gonna be the big piece. Like, if we can shut down their weapons,
Hmm.
I think we're gonna have a great opportunity. I think like Thule and Khalil Mack and Owe and Bud Dupree are gonna have a great opportunity against the Patriots offense. And then Justin Herbert's gonna be able to just do his thing. Jim Harbaugh is built for this. He's ready for the playoffs. With San Francisco, I think he went to like what was it, 3 or 4 straight NFC championships. Like he's built for the
Hmm.
playoffs. That's why I'm so confident because of who we have at quarterback and who we have leading the team.
Yeah. Herbert's hands doing good.
Yeah, I mean that was another good thing. Like he got to rest it last week, so no like new injuries to it or anything. But I mean
Hmm.
like just how he is. Like he's not gonna bow out.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
go
I
out
mean,
there and act like he's not even hurt.
he'll
So
take a little. He'll take a little pill and make sure he can't feel nothing. Um,
just no shots. All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
We don't need a repeat of 2020. We're good.
I don't think. I don't think you could handle that.
Dude, oh my goodness. After like Justin Herbert's going to the locker room, he's trying to take a painkiller shot, punctured his
Oh,
lung.
Trey Lance comes back out.
Dude.
Be crazy. Well,
I'm turning
for
off the
me,
game.
New England's got a good team. Uh, they got a pretty good run defense. Um, they can stop the run. Like you said, their defensive line may not be the strongest aspect of their team. You just mentioned they have a great the Chargers have a great quarterback and head coach. That's a lot of reasons to put your trust in. New England might have coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, and Drake May is in that top two conversation for league MVP. New England has played great all year. Um, I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bolt up. I'm gonna
Wow.
bolt up with you. Uh, I think you guys can do it. I think you guys can go in there as the seventh seed, and cause a ruckus to New England, and be like, hey, look, yeah, you guys are a new playoff team. You guys are a young team. You guys don't have a lot of weapons on the outside. Uh, you got some good running backs, 100%. You got a good head coach. You got a great quarterback. Um, but Justin Herbert, I think it's his time to get a little revenge from the Jaguars game a couple years ago, and the narratives said by a lot of people, including myself, that he isn't as great as some other quarterbacks in his draft class, or uh, just in the NFL in general. But I think John Harbaugh, like you mentioned, or sorry, Jim Harbaugh, excuse me, is ready for this moment. I mean, we've seen him do it in San Francisco, in Michigan 2 years ago. And now he's here and he's built a football team that, despite all the injuries on the O line, all of the inconsistencies, whether it's in the running back room or on the defensive side, like and Herbert's injuries throughout the year, they have built a resilient, tough group that is going to go into New England and steal the win on the road.
Wow, dude. I'm proud of you, Connor. You know that? I know that took a lot out of you, you
I
know?
shocked you. I know I did.
I thought for sure you were a lock for New England.
Yeah.
No doubt. But like the reason that I like us in this game so much is like we're battle tested. New England is
Hmm.
not. Like we battle the injuries, we faced really good opponents. Even with all the injuries, we still came out and we beat them. I think we're a lot better than our record shows. Yeah, we got handed a couple of big time L's in the season, but just the way this team has fought through, and just like from what I've seen, like Tony Jefferson and Derwin James walking out after that game last week saying, uh, we're all gonna see you in 2 weeks. We're gonna come beat that ass. Like we're ready. Broncos suck. Like, dude, that got me fired up. I was like, I'm ready to run through a wall. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think you guys got it. Uh,
Might
I don't
I
know how
add, you
far.
also go ahead.
No, what were we gonna say?
You said 2 weeks ago Chargers are a first round exit. So you're changing.
I did say. I guess I did say that.
You said that on pod. Flip
Shoot,
it.
clip it. Pull the clip. Yeah, I think I said that. I definitely remember saying something like that, but I don't know. Low key, your speech right there kind of got me flipping ways. This was one. This was one of the ones I was like, I don't know. I'll just pick it when we talk about it. Um,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard to pick against the Patriots with how good they've been all year, but like, I don't know, something in my gut is telling me to pick the Bolts.
So my speech swayed you over.
Yeah,
Is what you're
Coach
saying.
Trev got me fired up.
Coach Trev, baby, come on now.
Coach Trev,
It's my job, man.
someone hire
Gotta
him to
get
be
the
a head
boys,
coach.
dude. You know, um,
Can you take the
you know,
Raider
Ryan.
job?
Imagine. I'd be like Tank. No, I'm kidding.
You'd be like, we're not drafting Fernando. I hate that guy.
Yeah, hell no. I'd be like, we're second at every position, bro. I'll roll out Gardner Minshew before.
You're like, I'm gonna trade the
Like,
first pick to the Chargers for Khalil Mack.
sign the deal. I'll be like, we'll get Tuli, all right, and we're good. You know, I'll be like, we'll go 15-2. We're gonna lose 2 games to the Chargers though. Can't do that. Sorry guys. I'm about to cover my tat if I got that job, bro.
Yeah, for real.
A bolt up tat. Could you imagine? They'd be like, look at this guy.
Coach, why do you never take your shirt off? You don't want to know.
I'm be like, what's that dude's name on the Astros? Altuve. Don't
Altuve,
take
I'm
my
wearing a
shirt off.
wire.
Don't take my shirt off. It's because like my girlfriend doesn't want people to see my shirt off. Remember when he said that?
Yeah, it was like some ugly tattoo or something.
Yeah. Well, originally it was the tattoo, and then he said, "Oh, my wife gets jealous if I have my shirt off." Bro,
Okay.
are we for real? Like, come on.
Just say you're wearing a wire, bro.
Yeah, it's
That was
Astros
crazy.
forever.
Jeez. Yeah, so I'm with you on the Chargers pick. And then there's one more game this weekend. Texans, Steelers, Houston on the road, favored by 3 against the Steelers. I feel like we probably have the same pick for this.
Yeah, probably. I
I
think
got,
like
sorry, go
the
ahead.
the 4 and 5 games are kind of not easy, but like the
Yeah.
most like
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's because these 4 seeds haven't been the strongest teams. For
Yeah.
this game and specifically, like, bro, if the Ravens made that kick and they're playing the Texans right now, it's a lot harder of a game to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Steelers are a playoff team. They went 10-7, but Houston is going to tear them up. Their defense is going to shred. Aaron Rodgers hasn't seen a defense like this all season long. Best defense in football. And CJ Stroud is going to this is a dude that's a baller. He just elevates his game in the playoffs. College football playoff, he did it. I know they didn't win a national championship, but he played really good. Last year, they did it against the Chargers. He won that game. First year, rookie year, he beat the Colts in a win and get in game to go into the playoffs, and he balled out. He's gonna tear him up. I don't think the Steelers stand a chance. Houston all day.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think this defensive line is gonna eat Aaron Rodgers alive. He's not gonna have the time in the pocket. He's not mobile enough to be able to get outside and make a play.
Yeah,
Um, they'll have DK Metcalf back after that 2 game suspension, which is good for
that's
them.
big.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough by any
No,
means. Like Houston is a really complete team, like all around. They have D'Amico Ryans up there. Like they've won what is it 9 straight that they've
yeah,
won?
they've gone on a crazy run. Yeah,
Dude, that's ridiculous. It's going to 10 this weekend. I don't think Pittsburgh has a chance, like you said. Yeah, give me Houston all day long.
yeah. I was listening to Mike Tomlin was on, I believe he was on the Rich Eisen show, and he was kind of talking about the game plan, what he's noticed from Houston. And he's like, dude, like they have 2 great pass rushers, Daniel Hunter, Will Anderson. Both those guys have like 20 plus sacks on the year. And then you go to the outside with Derek Stingley and some of their other players in their secondary. Like, good luck. Like, yeah, you got DK Metcalf back, but besides that, fourth quarter against the Ravens, I'll watch this Steelers offense and just be like, what are they doing? Like, they just can't do anything sometimes. They turned it up, yeah, in that fourth quarter, but I mean, I just don't have a lot of trust in this team. Rodgers is a great all-time great, but he doesn't have it anymore to the level that he's going to be able to shred up this elite defense. Like, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Dude, the Texans are so good. Like their defense is nasty. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna like it's another game where I don't see Pittsburgh like scoring a whole lot of points. I think it's gonna be really, really tough.
yeah,
Like, dude, 3.5 points is like a crazy spread. I think it's should be way more than that.
hmm
Like if I were to bet, if I had money to bet, I would take that all day. I think Houston
yeah,
beats them easily by a touchdown, probably more.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so for me, I have all three lower seeds in the AFC winning. So no home teams winning in the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, we can kind of say ours again real quick. So I got the Rams, Bears, Jaguars, Eagles, Chargers, Texans.
Yeah, I got Rams, Bears, we got it the same, and then Bills, Niners, Chargers, Texans. So we got
Yeah,
two
so
different.
those two games will be interesting to see. Hopefully, the other ones are right. Uh,
Yeah,
that would suck. That'd look bad for us.
yeah. I know. We get like one game right, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
that would.
if that does happen, let's just hope the one game is a Charger game. That's all I care about. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You can
Hey,
say I have no ball knowledge, but my team's still playing.
if if y'all lose because I picked you, blame it on Gino.
Blame it on Gino. Yep.
Blame it on Gino.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
his fault. Yeah.
it is.
Rubbed it off on us, dude. Yeah. Blame it on Gino.
For the rest of our bracket, because we're gonna fill out brackets. Check it out on Instagram. Make sure you follow us there again, um, as well as other content, bro. Like if you follow in the pod, you should be following us on Instagram. And if you follow us on Instagram, listen to this.
Yeah. Listen to the
Listen
full
up.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, college football playoff starting tomorrow. And I believe this is the game tomorrow. Is Miami Ole Miss? Um, yeah, Miami with that win last week against. Oh my gosh, should they play last week? Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah, against Ohio State, and then Ole Miss took down Georgia. Miami's favored in this game, 3.5 points. Man, these are going to be some good games. Really, really good games. I'll start. I think Miami's going to win. I think Miami will. Look, Ole Miss played great, and that game against Georgia was one of the best playoff games in college football we've seen in a couple of years, to be honest. Like, that was a great game against two rival SEC schools, and Ole Miss has got a big chip on their shoulder. They want to win this title. And low key, I want them to. Rub it in Lane Kiffin's face. I think that'd be sick. Um, but Miami's got an experienced quarterback in Carson Beck, who's been there when he was with Georgia, playing in national title games and big playoff games. And their defense is really, really good. So I'll take Miami, over Ole Miss.
I think we're gonna disagree on both games here. I think we are.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so high on Ole Miss. I want them to win so bad. And
I do, man.
this is probably more just like my heart is telling me to pick Ole Miss. You
Hmm.
know, like because Miami's probably is a better team, but I like the team that's got more to fight for, man. Like they were written off the second Lane Kiffin left,
They
and
were.
they have everything to prove. Everyone counted them out, and they're here in the semifinal. And probably not a lot of people thought they would be, besides Ole Miss fans and them. That's
Hmm.
it. So I'm a ride with Ole Miss. I really hope that they win, man. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I want to see them succeed.
I mean, they got great players. Like their quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss, is really good. Kyron Lacey um, has been a dog. He's battled some injuries, and he's still go out there and balled out. I mean, I want Ole Miss to win a natty. Like, shoot, bro. The conversation after that would be like, damn, Lane Kiffin left to go chase the national title, and he could have just stayed here and won one with us.
Yeah. Would he still get
Yeah.
a ring?
Oh,
I don't know how that works in
maybe.
college, because usually it's like if you were on the like in the pros, if you were on the team at any point, you get a ring.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you willingly left, do you still get a ring? He better like donate that to charity or something.
Yeah. Give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he would give it to, but if he
I know
like
he's.
accepts
I think
that,
he's getting bonuses for them being in the playoff and winning games. Like he still gets bonuses.
probably, yeah.
So I mean, it'd be like the least valuable ring anyone could ever have. Is that one?
He can't count that. No,
No,
no
that
shot.
is like not counted on your resume at all.
No. People better not be like, oh, he has a national championship. Like, no, he doesn't. Was he on the
No, he doesn't. He
sideline?
didn't coach in a
Yeah,
national title game.
yeah, sure, he got them there, but like,
He
he didn't win a
dipped.
single playoff game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. All
yeah, get out of
right,
here,
so
dude.
yeah, so we got opposites on this one. I got Miami, you got Ole Miss, and then Friday's game is another great one. Battle of the Big Ten, and we've seen this matchup before with Oregon and Indiana. Indiana won last time in Eugene, Oregon. Heisman Trophy quarterback, future Raider, possible future Raiders head coach. I heard that one fly around. Kurt Signetti.
Oh yeah,
I don't know about that. This is kind of the battle between the two top quarterbacks also in the draft, Dante Moore. This is going to be a great game. I think I know who you're going to go with. Who are you going to pick?
you already know, man. Sco Ducks. Let's go.
Yep, I knew it.
Um, this is the game. I'm calling it right now. I know I've said this the past two
Mm,
games, but I'm
okay.
calling it right now. This is the game where Fraud Nando Mendoza shows who he truly is. He's not the guy. Bro, I was talking about this with some of the Palomar football players. All right. They all agreed with me. They said you put almost any other quarterback on Indiana, they're putting up the same stat line Mendoza is. And that is facts, bro. Indiana's a squad. Kurt Signetti, sorry, is a great head coach. All right. I think the Oregon Ducks take it, man. I think their defense is physical. It's going to be a low scoring game. Um, I don't know what the line is at right now, but I think it's going to be a low scoring
Three and a
game.
half.
You know what the over under is?
I can look.
Okay. Whatever it is, if it's like probably like 42 and a half or something, I don't know. But I think it's going to be like, I don't see a team scoring over 20. I think it'd be like a 2017 win for the Ducks.
2017 win for the Ducks. I'm pulling up the over under right now. It is 47 and a half.
Oh, under.
This is tough. This is tough.
I know who you're taking.
I agree with you on the Fernando Mendoza stats. Like his counting numbers, especially against other Heisman Trophy winners of years past, like aren't that great. They're not that impressive. Um, I think look, he throws a really good deep ball. He's a really accurate passer. He's able to read a defense exceptionally well. And I mean, also like college defenses don't do a lot of disguising. They don't do a lot of, you know, things that he'll get at the pro level for sure. So it's easier, obviously, for him to shred it up right now. Um, and look, people have been doubting Indiana all year long, and especially after that Rose Bowl win on New Year's Day against Bama, it kind of silenced a lot of the haters, a lot of the doubters. Right? It's like, shoot, this Indiana team is real. They are legit. They obviously they got a great coach and a great roster, an experienced old roster of guys, and likely, if all going well, depending on how things go, the number one pick in Mendoza, and then Oregon with Dan Lanning, a great coach. And that's why I'm picking the Oregon Ducks to win this game against Indiana. I think you thought I was going to go with Indiana, but give me the Ducks, bro. Give me the O. This is a really talented team. Their tight end, who's going to be a first round pick, is legit.
Mm.
Dante Moore is going to ball out. They just played against a Texas Tech team that was a legit top team in the country all year long and shut them out. And by the way, Texas Tech, in the transfer portal is popping off right now. They just spent $5 million on a quarterback, and they took a San Diego State edge rusher,
Yeah, I
RIP.
saw that.
They're cooking. Oregon is a really good team to take down that Texas Tech team and shut them out. I would expect a defensive, uh, dominant game from Oregon and Dante Moore to accelerate over Fernando Mendoza and allow me to have the best of both worlds on which quarterback I want.
Wow, dude, you are shocking me with these picks, man.
You think you know me. You think you
Dude,
know
I thought you were a lock for the Patriots, and I thought you were a lock for the Hoosiers.
it's
Dude,
upset.
look at
It's
you.
upset time of the year, bro. That's what it
It
is.
is. It's playoffs, man. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. All right.
Yeah.
This dude, can these games just start already, bro? Let's go. Come
Yeah,
on.
no. I mean, we're recording this on Wednesday night, and it's like, bro, as soon as this is done, I got nothing to watch.
I know.
Maybe basketball. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited for this weekend. Yeah, no, I definitely shocked you with those picks. I honestly shocked myself. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna
You're
pick
just
Indiana, but I was like, dude,
yeah.
this is Oregon, bro. Like Dan Lanning and they're just Oregon's quiet. Like we haven't heard anything about them in a week. But all you hear
Mhm.
about is the Indiana team, right? But you don't hear nothing about Oregon all week. And they're gonna show up on Friday night and they're just gonna put it right to Indiana and show like we're freaking Oregon, dude.
Yeah. Does Oregon get their first national championship ever this year?
So you have Oregon Ole Miss and I have Oregon Miami.
Yeah.
I pick Oregon over either one of those teams.
Wow. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I think I'll take Oregon over Ole Miss. I don't know about over Miami though, but that's a discussion
Yeah.
for next week.
I mean, it's tough for this one too, but I also think like, or for this matchup, but like Indiana already beat them, so Oregon's has an opportunity to get back. And why wouldn't this team be freaking fired up to do it and be the underdogs and just have all this juice and hype going into this game? Like,
Yeah.
dude, his pregame speeches, their head coach Dan Lanning, they're up there with the speech you just gave about me picking the Chargers. Like, it's
Dude,
up there.
put me in the Oregon coaching staff, bro. I'm there. I'm a free agent. you know, like
He's looking for jobs.
we're looking for the jobs. All right. I love where I coach at. All right. I love where I coach at, my alma mater, but high school, D1 college, NFL, you know, like
You know, it pays
um,
a little bit better.
a little bit, just a little
Just a
bit,
little.
you know,
Yeah.
just a little bit, you know. But could you imagine, bro? I'll be like, Connor, I don't think I'm gonna be able to call games with you anymore, bro. Why? Bro, Dan Laney just called me, bro. He wants to interview you.
I would be like, bro, let me know what I can do.
I will get you up there ASAP.
Oh,
I
that'd be
guess we're
sick.
moving to Oregon.
Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Booth Talk. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok too. Forgot to mention that. We created one. I'll put that in the description of this episode as well. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you. And leave a comment on the video. Like it, share it with somebody new that wants to hear these two great minds talk ball. You know,
Ball knowledge, all
yeah,
time high right here.
ball
Yeah.
knowledge all time high. And we'll see how this weekend goes. We'll be back with another episode coming out on Monday and content throughout the week on Instagram. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see y'all later.